Hello students, in this video we are going to start fourth chapter, integration. First topic is derivatives of a function. Let omega of t is equals to u of t plus I into v of t. It is a complex valued function of real variable t, where u and v are real valued functions of t. The derivative omega dash of t or d by dt of omega of t at point t is defined as omega dash of t is equals to u dash of t plus I into v dash of t, provided each of the derivatives exist at t. Okay. Next definition, definite integrals of functions omega of t. The definite integrals of omega of t is equals to u of t plus I into v of t over an interval a is less than or equal to d is less than or equal to v is defined as integration from a to b omega of t into dt is equals to integration from a to b u of t into dt plus I into integration from a to b v of t dt, provided the individual integrals on the right exist. Okay. Note, real part of integration from a to b omega of t dt is equals to integration from a to b real part of omega of t into dt. Second is imaginary part of integration from a to b omega of t dt is equals to integration from a to b imaginary part of omega of t dt. Okay. Example, evaluate integration from 0 to 1 plus I t bracket square dt. Solution, expand this bracket, we will get integration from 0 to 1 plus 2I into t minus t square into dt, okay, which is equals to integration from 0 to 1 minus separate real and imaginary part. This is the real part, 1 minus t square into dt plus 2I into integration from 0 to 1 into t into dt. Okay. Integrate this, integration of 1 is t and integration of t square is t cube upon 3 plus 2I into integration of t is t square upon 2. Now put upper limit and lower limit, we will get this integration equals to 2 by 3 plus I. These are the some examples. You can solve this easily, so take this as a homework. Okay. Let us take next topic, contour, some definition. Arc. The equation z is equals to 0 of t is equals to x of t plus I into y of t, where t is belongs to closed interval ab and x of t, y of t are continuous functions of t. Represent arc C in the complex. This equation z of t is equals to x of t plus I into y of t represents the arc. Next definition is differentiable function. Okay. An arc C defined by z is equals to z of t, which is equals to x of t plus I into y of t, where t is belongs to closed interval ab, is said to be differentiable or continuously differentiable if z dash of t exists and continuous in closed interval ab. Okay. Next definition is smooth arc. An arc C defined by z is equals to z of t, which is equals to u of t plus I into v of t. T is belongs to closed interval ab. It's said to be smooth if the derivative z dash of t is continuous on the closed interval ab and non-zero throughout the open interval ab. Okay. This arc is said to be smooth if derivative z dash of t is continuous on the closed interval ab and non-zero throughout the open interval ab. Okay. Next definition is piecewise differentiable and piecewise smooth arc. An arc C is said to be piecewise differentiable if among its various representations there exists at least one representation such that the interval AB can be divided into finite number of sub-intervals a closed interval a comma a1 comma closed interval a1 comma a2 and so on up to closed interval an minus 1 comma b, on each of which z dash of t exists. If in addition z dash of t is not equals to 0 on any of these sub-intervals, then C is said to be piecewise smooth arc. Piecewise differentiable means if you consider this closed interval AB is piecewise differentiable, means what? If this closed interval AB divided into finite number of these intervals on which each of which z dash of t exists, okay? And if z dash of t exists and which is not equal to 0, at that time we say that C is a piecewise smooth arc, okay? Let us see next definition, simple arc or Jordan arc. An arc C defined by z is equals to z of t, which is equals to x of t plus I into y of t, where t belongs to closed interval AB, is said to be simple arc or Jordan arc if z of t1 is not equals to t2 when t1 is not equals to t2, or it does not cross itself. Means a simple arc is like this and so on. Simple closed curve. When arc C is simple except for the fact z of B is equals to z of A, then C is a simple closed curve. Okay. Next definition is contour. A contour is a continuous chain of finite number of regular or smooth arcs. Contour, it is a chain of finite number of regular or smooth arcs. Okay. Example, a polygonal line defined by means of the equation z is equals to x plus I into x when x is belongs to closed interval 0, 1, x plus I when x is belongs to closed interval 1, 2. It's a simple arc. Okay. X plus I x axis lies between 0 and 1. Okay, so this line represents x plus I x. Okay, here also y is equals to x. So this is a line x plus I x, and this is, if you your axis runs from 1 to 2, means 1 plus I to 2 plus I. So this is a simple arc because it does not cross itself. Okay. Next is the unit circle. Z is equals to e raised to I theta about origin is a simple closed curve, because if you starting to draw circle from here, you will end here, means here you will get initial and final values of this z are same. Next definition is unit tangent vector. Z bar, it is denoted by t bar, which is equal to z dash of t upon modulus of z dash of t. Okay, where modulus of z dash of t is not equals to 0. Next definition is simple closed contour. When only the initial and final values of z of t are the same, a contour C is called simple closed contour. Initial and final values of z of t are same. See, these are the examples. Here initial and final values are same. Here is also initial and final values are same. Okay. Next definition is contour integral. Okay. A contour integral is a integral defined in terms of values f of z along given contour C. Next is length of C is the number. L is equal to integration from a to b modulus of z dash of t into dt, and it is denoted by integral over C f of z dz, and is given by integral over C f of z dz is equal to integration from a to b f of z of t into z dash of t into dt. 1. So first note is contour integral is depend on contour c as well as on the function f. Okay. Second, associated with the contour c used in 1 is the contour minus c here. This contour c consisting of the same set of points but with the order reverse, so that the new contour extends from Z2 to Z1. Suppose C is a contour from Z1 to Z2. If we reverse, the contour extends from Z2 to Z1. The contour C has the parametric representation Z is equals to Z of minus t. And you will get integration minus c f of z dz is equals to minus integral over c f of z dz. Next note, a contour C is called sum of lengths of contours C1 and C2. It is denoted by C1 plus C2. Sum of two contours C1 and minus C2 is given by C1 minus C2. Let us see some example. Find the value of the integral r integral over c z bar into dz, where c is the right hand half, z is equals to 2 into e raised to I theta. Theta belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 of the circle mod z is equals to 2. From z is equals to minus 2i to z is equals to 2i. Okay. According to the definition of contour integral, here we have given mod z is equals to 2. From z is equals to minus 2i to 2i. Okay, this is mod z is equals to 2 from z is equals to minus 2i to 2i. Okay, here z bar into dz, z is 2 into e raised to I theta into derivative of this z is 2 into e raised to I theta dash into d theta, which is equals to, okay, theta lies between minus pi by 2 e raised to I theta bar into this 2 into 2 is 4 e raised to I into theta dash d theta. 4 is constant, so we can take it outside. Integration from minus pi by 2 e raised to I theta bar is e raised to minus I theta. Derivative of e raised to I theta is I into e raised to I theta d theta. Okay, here I is constant, so we can take it outside, so it is 4i. Here e raised to I minus I theta into e raised to I theta is 1. So integrand is only d theta. So this integration is theta. If you when we put upper limit and lower limit, we will get 4i into pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Okay, which is equals to 4 pi I. So integral over c z bar into dz is equals to 4 pi I. Students, note that z into z bar is equals to modulus of z square, so that z bar into z is equals to mod z square, which is equals to 4. Let us take one more example. Let C1 denote the polygonal line OAB. OAB. C1 is the polygonal line. This here. C1 denote the polygonal line OAB and C2 denote the segment OB as shown in the following figure. Evaluate the integral I1, integral over C1 f of z and integral over and I2 is equals to integral over C2 f of z dz, where f of z is y minus x I into 3x square, z is x plus I y. Okay, so here C1 consists of line segment OA and OB. See here, this C C1 consists of line segment OA and OB. Okay. So integral over C1 y minus x minus I into 3x square dz is equals to integral over C1 consists of line segment OA and AB. So integral over OA f of z dz plus integral over AB f of z dz along OA. See here along OA, here is, see here along OA x is 0 and y varies from 0 to 1. X is 0 and y varies from 0 to 1. Therefore your z become, z is x plus iy, x is 0, so z is only iy. So dz is I dy. Put these values in this integral. You will get integral over OA f of z dz is equal to integration from 0 to 1 iy dy. Solve this, you will get I by 2. Call this equation number. Along AB, see here along AB, what happened? Y is equals to 1 and x varies from 0 to 1. Y is equals to 1 and x varies from 0 to 1. So z is equals to x plus iy becomes x plus I, because x varies from 0 to 1 and y is 1. So dz is dx. So integral over AB f of z dz, y is here in this function, y is 1 minus x minus I into 3x square dx. So which is equals to integration from 0 to 1, 1 minus x dx, separate real and imaginary part, 1 minus x dx minus 3I integration x square dx. Solve this integration, you will get integral over AB f of z dz is equal to 1 by 2 minus I. Call this equation number 3. Substituting 2 and 3 in equation this one, we will get integral over C1 f of z dz is equals to I by 2 plus 1 upon 2 minus I is equals to minus I plus 1 upon 2. Okay. Now C2 consists of a line segment OB. C2 consists of a line segment OB. Here x is equals to y. Okay. So along OB, y is equals to x. So dy is equals to dx. Okay. So your z become, here y is equals to x, so your z become x plus ix, and dz is nothing but dx plus I into dx. Okay. So integral over OB f of z dz is equals to integration from 0 to 1, y is x, so x minus I into 3x square dx plus I dx. Solve this integration, you will get integral over OB f of z dz is equals to 1 minus I. Okay. Next topic, upper bounds for moduli of contour integrals. Lemma. If omega of t is a piecewise continuous complex valued function defined on an interval a is less than or equal to t is less than or equal to b, then modulus of integration from a to b omega of t dt is less than or equal to integration from a to b modulus of omega of t dt. Modulus of integration from a to b omega of t dt is less than or equal to integration a to b omega modulus of omega of t dt. Okay. We will not discuss proof of this lemma. Okay. Let us see next theorem. Let C denote a contour of length, and suppose that a function f of z is piecewise continuous on C. If m is a non-negative constant such that modulus of f of z is less than or equal to m for all points z on C. Let z is equal, let us see proof. Let z is equal to z of t be parametric representation of binomial lemma. We know that integral over cf of z dz is equal to integral from a to b f of z of t into z dash of t into dt, and we will take mod on both sides. This is less than or equal to integration from a to b modulus of f of z of t into modulus of z dash of t into dt. Okay. Now modulus of f of z of t into z dash of t is equals to mod of f of z of t into mod of z dash of t by properties of modulus, which is less than or equal to m. Since in hypothesis we have given modulus of f of z is less than or equal to m. So this is less than or equal to m into modulus of z dash of t. Therefore, modulus of integral over c f of z dz is less than or equal to m into integral over c modulus of z dash of t into dt. But we have seen integral over c modulus of z dash of t into dt is equals to L. So, modulus of integral over c f of z dz is less than or equal to mL. Students, see here. If m is a non-negative constant such that mod f of z is less than or equal to m, then we have to show that here integral over c f of z dz is less than or equal to m into L. Okay. Let us take next example. Let C be the arc of the circle mod z is equals to 2 from z is equals to 2 to z is equals to 2i that lies in the first quadrant. Show that modulus of integral over c z plus 4 upon z cube minus 1 dz is less than or equal to 6 pi upon 7. Okay, we have by previous theorem modulus of integral over c f of z dz is less than or equal to mn. Okay, call this equation number 1. We have given modulus of z is equals to 2 from z is equals to 2 to 2i, means your curve lies in first quadrant. Okay, if z is a point on the C, so that modulus of z is equals to 2, then modulus of z plus 4 is equals to mod z which is less than or equal to modulus of z plus 4 by properties of modulus, which is equals to 6, and modulus of z cube minus 1 is greater than or equal to modulus of mod z cube minus 1 is equals to 7. Why? Because mod z is 2, 2 cube is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7. Okay, next is that implies modulus of z plus 4 upon z cube minus 1 is equals to modulus of z plus 4 upon z cube minus 1, which is less than or equal to 6 by 7. Call this equation number 2. We know that L is equals to integral over c modulus of z dash of t into dt. Here z is equals to 2 into e raised to I theta. Z is 2 into e raised to I theta because r is 2. Okay, so derivative of z dash is 2i into e raised to I theta into d theta. Actually this number is of the form r into e raised to I theta. R is here 2, that's why this z is 2 into e raised to I theta. So modulus of z dash of theta is 2, because if you expand this you will get modulus of z dash of theta is equals to 2. So integration from 0 to pi by 2. See here, your theta starts from 0 and end to pi by 2. So theta is lies between 0 and pi by 2. Okay. Integration from 0 to pi by 2, modulus of z dash of theta into d theta, which is equals to integration from 0 to pi by 2, 2 into d theta, which is equals to 2 theta. So limit from 0 to pi by 2, which is equals to 2 into pi by 2, which is equals to pi. So substituting this 2 and 3, this 2 and 3 in equation 1, we will get modulus of integral over cf of z dz is less than or equal to 6 pi upon 7. Okay, we will stop here. Thank you.